Developing now, new details just released after a deadly mass shooting at an LGBTQ nightclub in Colorado. Police finished a news conference moments ago where they identified the suspect, who is now in custody. At least 5 people were killed, another 18 were injured. The shooting happened just before midnight at Club Q in Colorado Springs. They say 2 people inside the club fought to stop the carnage.
Initial evidence and interviews indicate that the suspect entered Club Q and immediately began shooting at people inside as he moved further into the club. While the suspect was inside of the club, at least 2 heroic people inside the club confronted and fought with the suspect and were able to stop the suspect from continuing to kill and harm others. We owe them a great debt of thanks.
CNN's Nadia Romero is following all the latest developments. All right, what more are police saying at this point?
Well, Paula, we learned so much in that press conference, but still so many unanswered questions. So let's start first with the victims. We know that at this point, there are 5 people who were killed, 18 others injured, but that number could change, could fluctuate over the rest of today and over the next couple of days. We know that so many people are still within the ICUs. 3 different hospitals right now are treating some of those patients, have treated some and released them. Others still remain in the ICU with critical injuries. And we know that they were transported by ambulance, by police patrol cars, and some people self-transported. They took themselves to the hospital. So that's why that number has fluctuated in the overnight morning hours and could change throughout the day. Now, family members are still being notified about those who have been impacted, those injured and those killed. That happens first before their names will be released to the public. So we do not know the names of any of the victims at this point. Now let's talk about the suspect. His name was released at this press conference, 22-year-old Anderson Lee Aldrich. That's who police say is the suspect, and witnesses say that he entered that nightclub, Club Q, in Colorado Springs, and immediately opened fire. And that's when we learned, as you just heard, that at least 2 people inside of the club were able to tackle him, disarm him before police arrived to stop the shooting from happening before more people were injured. Now, we're still trying to figure out that suspect's motive. We asked the police, different media people asked the police during that press conference, what was the motive. If you look at the statement that was released by Club Q on their Facebook page, very clearly they believe that they were targeted because this is an LGBTQ community, a nightclub. They were supposed to be celebrating today, Transgender Remembrance Day, having a drag show as well. That's not happening, that celebration. Instead, in a process of mourning right now.